Hi everyone, Heath Griffin here for BikeReview.com.au, and I'm at the launch of the new BMW F750 GS and F850 GS middleweight adventure bikes in the Macedon Ranges in Victoria. We've just had a really enjoyable 2 days riding, mostly on the dirt but also on the tar, and check out the footage to see what we got up to.
Equipped with long travel suspension, cross-spoke rims, optional tubeless knobby tyres, and the only 21-inch front rim in the BMW range, the F850 GS is the most truly adventure-capable machine in the Motorrad stable. It's not that it isn't still perfectly capable of commuting, scratching, and being ridden all day in comfort, two up and with fully loaded panniers. It's just that it shines so much in the dirt, it seems a shame not to divert off into the bush as often as you possibly can. For me, the highlight of this package is undoubtedly the all-new parallel twin engine with a 90-degree crank pin offset and 270 for 50-degree ignition spacing. The layout closely mimics the character of a V-twin. Producing 70 kilowatts and 90 newton metres, the motor is punchy and torquey right through the rev range and is so flexible it seems perfectly matched to any situation. The outstanding multi-level DTC and ASC are able assistants, helping to keep you safer and maintain forward drive while still allowing plenty of sideways drift and rear wheel steering capability. The ride-by-wire throttle is smooth and snatch-free, even from fully closed, and the all-new anti-hop clutch has an incredibly light feel and worked flawlessly in all conditions. Preset rider modes include rain and road as standard, with dynamic enduro and enduro pro modes also available as optional equipment. We used mostly the enduro pro mode throughout our test, which allows the rider to pick, choose and customise settings for the throttle response, DTC and ABS Pro. One example of this is the ability for dynamic traction control to be manually turned off, which is recommended when attempting steep hill climb situations, as you don't want to risk losing critical momentum if the rear tyre starts to lose traction and the DTC kicks in and pulls power out of the engine. Enduro Pro mode also allows ABS to be active on the front brake only, so you can lock the rear brake to assist in turning the bike quickly on corner entry. Another new electronic feature on the F850 GS is the Gearshift Assistant Pro, which is available as an option with the dynamic package and lights package. This system was fitted to our test bikes and allows clutchless shifting both up and down. This brings me to my one and only complaint about the entire machine, and that was a slightly notchy shift action when attempting clutchless gear changes in certain conditions. The brakes and ABS are another really strong feature. I was especially impressed with the front brake and the ABS performance. At 229 kilos fully fueled, the F850 GS has a lot of momentum when you get into 5th and 6th gears on more open trails. And there are a few times during our test when I left my braking point a little late and started to have visions of a brand new BMW cartwheeling through the trees in embarrassing fashion. I needn't have been concerned though, as the twin 305mm rotors with 2-pot Brembo calipers always got me out of trouble. These provide ample stopping power and impressive feel and modulation, while the unobtrusive ABS helped ensure I never had a single front lock-up all day. One of the reasons I did get a little over-ambitious on the brakes a few times is that the all-new chassis and suspension give such a nimble and lightweight feel that it becomes easy to forget you're on such a big, heavy adventure bike. I found the suspension to be well set up as standard for my size and riding ability, as it provided a comfortable and sure-footed ride over some pretty serious off-road terrain. The forks and shocks will call enough if you hit a large sharp-faced pothole or log at pace. However, that's been expected of a bike this size and weight, and as a whole it does an outstanding job in most conditions on and off-road. It needs to be said, I love the look of the F850 GS, especially with off-road tyres fitted. The bike looks tough, stylish and purposeful. The new pitchfork LED headlight is unique and modern, and the whole package looks every bit rugged it should. The componentry oozes quality everywhere you look, from the bodywork to the switchgear, extra large TFT dash, and my personal favourite, 3-way adjustable heated grips. It just feels like a premium package all over. The controls are all in the right places, they're light, they're smooth to operate, and I felt completely comfortable and in control both in seated and standing positions. The seat is all day comfortable, proven by the 9 hours riding we did on day one alone, although for my 195cm frame, the tallest seat from BMW's genuine accessory range would be something I'd definitely add as an option. In terms of adaptability, there are 4 different seat heights to choose from, 2 different height handlebars, as well as a low suspension option available from the factory. So no matter your stature, BMW can tailor an ergonomics package to suit you. Also available as an option is BMW's 6.5-inch full-colour TFT dash, allowing full integration, monitoring and operation not only of the bike's systems, but also your Bluetooth-compatible smartphone or device. With easy, intuitive operation via the BMW thumb wheel mounted on the left handlebar, it allows on-the-move, glove-on control over all electronic systems. While the majority of our riding was spent in the bush, we did get to spend enough time on sealed sections to get a good impression of how the F850 performs on the road. While the off-road focus rubber we had fitted for the test is not ideal for sports touring type riding, we did have plenty of time on the F750 GS, which you'll see in my other test, with road rubber fitted to help give a good impression of on-road abilities and the more road-orientated rubber of choice. As a long-distance tourer, the F850 GS does everything you would want it to do. There's plenty of capability to fit masses of luggage and a pillion, and we had already proven its all-day comfort on our extended off-road ride. The small screen gives good protection from wind blast up to 80 kilometres an hour. However, for my height, I'd be fitting the taller optional screen, so I could happily sit at 110 kilometres, 120 kilometres an hour for extended periods. On road, the engine is just as flexible and smooth as it is in the dirt, and while it doesn't produce 1000cc superbike levels of acceleration, it has well and truly enough punch to be exciting and fun for sports type riding. Handling, braking and surprisingly ground clearance are all well and truly good enough to embarrass a few sports bikes through a winding section of road. In fact, on a lot of our less well-maintained country roads, the F850 GS actually has an advantage over the majority of sports bikes in its superior ability to soak up surface imperfections without becoming unsettled. I did notice a slight tendency for the bike to drop into corners a bit suddenly when pushing through tighter corners, however that's to be expected on a machine with dual-purpose steering geometry. The 2019 BMW F850 GS is absolutely buckets of fun to ride in almost any environment, which for me is the most important thing, as fun is the reason we go riding. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and check out my full review on BikeReview.com.au, as well as my review on the F750 GS. Thanks for watching.